Svetozar Milenkovic. I'm classic physique IFBB Pro. I just finished my first professional contest, Culver City, Fit World, and today we're gonna train some shoulders.
Nice. All the champs are here today. Get together in there. I want to take a picture now. Get in there. No. You're always pumped all the time. You don't need to do this.
We got New York Pro now. So we still have a month. 8 weeks, yeah.
Get closer again. I want to take a picture.
I have guest posing. Picture?
Get closer, yeah.
Sorry.
Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Yeah, very cool. Hi guys, DaveMadMax 6. We are here with Svetozar. We just wrapped up a nice little shoulders and traps workout, and he just fresh out a week ago from a 6th place finish at his very first pro show. This kid's gonna be something. We just saw Jamie Leroy, who actually won the show. I told him, man, this kid, we're afraid of him. He's gonna be something. So, Svetozar, nice to meet you, man. Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, pleasure to be here, and thank you for having me.
So you're actually a very good friend of Bojana Vasiljevic.
Yes, me and Bojana, we are actually countrymates, and we met each other a few years ago in a national show in Serbia.
Wow. And
ever since then, we are very, very good friends.
And that's why you're here, because you told me, oh, there's a friend of mine just moved to LA a few months ago. Would you shoot him? And I actually saw you compete last weekend at the show, so I'm really glad you're here. It's great. You looked awesome.
Thank you so much.
So talk to me a little bit about your beginnings in Serbia and how you got started in bodybuilding and all that stuff. How old were you when you first started?
I started to lift first when I was 17.
Okay.
I was a super skinny kid, so I just wanted to gain a few pounds. But after a while, I kind of started liking it, and I guess my body responded well. So I did the first show 2 years after, so it was 2006. And in Europe, you have classic bodybuilding since 2006. So from my first show, I always wanted to be classic. I never had a goal to be huge, big bodybuilder. So my first show was 2006. I remember I was the last in my class, but I'm kind of stubborn person, so I took things very serious. And on my next show, I took the first place.
Wow.
I kind of liked the feeling, and I think that's when all started, the love for bodybuilding and passion for what I'm doing now.
You met some very famous and important people back home. Talk to me about that a little bit.
Yes, I mean, we all know who is Miloš Šarćev.
Of course.
And basically, he was living here for like a long time. Now he's back home in Serbia, but it was year 2008 or 9, as I remember well. And he came to Serbia. He spent, I guess, few days in the city where I was living and working, and he was training for like 2 days in the gym where I was working back then. And we did like 2 workouts in a row, 2 days in a row. And till then, I really thought that I'm a hard worker and I always push myself, but he really showed me what hard work means.
You don't know hard until you train with Miloš.
Exactly. And he really showed me what I need to do if I want to really achieve some higher goals, if I want to be successful, not as an amateur, as a pro.
I hope he watches this. Miloš, if you watch this, man, we miss training with you. I trained at his gym in Coliseum for years. He's a great guy and knows so much about bodybuilding. He's like a real doctor of bodybuilding. You should have a doctorate.
Professor.
That's
the
right,
mind,
professor.
like
the mind, exactly. That's interesting. So fast forward, you start competing at the Arnold Classic Amateur, right?
Yes. So when I felt like I need to step into a higher level of competition, my goal was to earn the pro card, and I'm not US citizen, so basically the only show here in the United States where I can earn my pro card is the Arnold Classic Amateur. So I did 4 years in a row.
Wow.
I won my class on 2015, but I wasn't the overall.
Okay.
And finally, this year, I won my class and I won the overall, and I won finally that pro card. And yeah, that's it. Like, short story, but it was, I mean, when I said like that, it's gonna sound short, but I know what it takes to push to that level, just to achieve that success.
What was the first year you did the Arnold Amateur?
Arnold Amateur here, it was 2014.
The first
but
one.
I also did 2013 Arnold Europe in Spain.
I see.
Yes.
Okay, very cool. So you do the Arnold Amateur and you win the overall, which was just 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago now.
Yes.
And then what do you tell yourself?
I mean, to be honest with you, I never give myself too much time to enjoy and to enjoy the moment. I don't know. I always, when I achieve what I want, I always look forward.
You move on to the next step.
So when I get that overall win and the pro card, I was planning always what's the next step. And there was a show week after the Arnold's here in Los Angeles, in Culver City, where I'm living now, the Fit World Muscle Contest. And basically that was like the perfect plan, just to show myself to the people, to the crowd, and just to feel how is it to standing next to the pros.
Wow. So you did?
Yes.
And
yes,
you got 6th?
Yeah, I took 6th place.
Wow.
I was proud of myself. I mean, basically I had a first call out, which was kind of the goal. because if I didn't have that first call out, maybe I was like thinking, okay, should I really put this much effort and time into this? Maybe I'm not for this. But now I really see that I have a potential, and it really gives me like, you know, motivation to push more and to push myself even harder.
Wow. So since you're always thinking ahead, what's the next step now?
Next step now. So my weight limit at the amateurs in the Arnold Classic was 195. Now as a pro, I'm 5'11", so I can be 210, even maybe 217. So goal is in next few months to gain that, let's say 10 to 15 pounds, to put those muscles in the right spots, so I can even more improve my shape. Basically, with the right condition, I think I have a good chance to be successful professional bodybuilder.
What do you want? What do you feel that you need to work on the most, or what did the judges tell you?
Judges told me that I need a bit more, like just to improve that V shape. So I guess I should work a bit more on my lower lats and also on my thighs, you know, so you can have that V taper and look, you know, more impressive, definitely.
Gotcha. Yes. But condition excellent. So
yeah, to me, bodybuilding is always hard work, and how you show that hard work is but presenting the best condition that you can have. So to me, I think that should be always number one, condition, and then the rest. I mean, of course, this is classic physique. We should all have the same proportion, same symmetry, and pleasant physique. But shape should always, you know, I think, be the most important thing.
Talk about your presentation, because your routine, I remember, was very, very good. Talk about how that's important to you.
Like I said, I mean, classic bodybuilding should be really about that. So like nice, pleasant physique, great shape, good shape, and of course presentation, because I mean, to me that's actually the class. When you say the classic, you should have the class. So let's look at the bodybuilders like Lila Brada, Miloš Šarćev, even back then like Arnold, Frank Zane. It's not just how they look, it's also how they hold themselves when they're on the stage. So to me, that's the real meaning of classic physique and having the class. So you can have, like, let's example, like you can have a donkey, you can give to a donkey like full bucket of amino acids and proteins, but the donkey can never be a racing horse. So, you know, that's the classic for me.
I like your analogy. So you actually moved here only about 6 months ago, right? To Los Angeles.
To Los Angeles, I moved like 6 months ago, but to United States I moved 3 years ago.
Oh, where were you before?
2.5 years I spent in New York City.
Oh.
And then I moved here because that place was just not for me.
Why did you go to New York first?
Because I found a job there.
Okay.
Yeah, I met a connection even before I came here to the States with some people who owns the gyms over there in Manhattan. Okay. So basically I moved there because it was kind of safe. Yeah. First step. Yeah. And then when I you know, learned the language and everything, then I was just like moved where I really belong. That must have been hard, huh? Well, although is the weather back home the same as New York? Is it cold? Yes, it's almost the same. Like New York maybe it's a little bit more extreme, but let's say it's almost equal. Okay. So this is much better here. I mean, come on. 75 degrees, March, what can we say? That's awesome. Thank you so much for coming today on the show. Thank you so much. I hope that we get to shoot again, and I hope that you let us know when your next competition is, because I would love to shoot you before the show. And you know, I think Jamie is right. I think you have a bright future, and I think a lot of people are going to be watching for you. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, and it was really a pleasure just being part of this. All right. Thank you so much.